Why am I here? I think we all ask that question sometimes, don't we? Well, it started a long, long time ago, way back. No, not that far back. Let's try a compromise halfway between now and then, perhaps, about the turn of the century. That'll do. And the question needs to be refined. The question is, why am I on YouTube? Right, so I was into photography, and when I started, it was all analog, meaning film. Now, digital photography was a thing, but it was very expensive. Not many people had digital cameras. The majority of cameras sold at the time were still film cameras, and smartphones hadn't been invented either. Cell phones, yes, but not smartphones. When I did photography, I spent a lot of time in the darkroom. So I was shooting on an SLR camera and a black and white film to start off with, later colour slides. But the black and white film we would develop ourselves in the darkroom, and that was a lot of fun, developing the film. Trying to load the film onto the bloody canister in the dark, I tell you, that was a mission. The first time I did it, I dropped it on the floor about 3 times and got scratches on it, and forgot to heat up the water to the correct temperature. But it still came out. But you get close to flipping your lid the first few times you try. If anybody's tried to do that, it takes a bit of practice to get used to. So you develop your film, and then once your film was developed, you'd cut it all up into frames and put it in the enlarger and make prints. And making prints was just so much fun. Putting the paper in the tray of developer solution, and you just see the image materialize on the paper in front of your eyes. Truly magical. So, where were we? Photography, yes. And so it's only natural that later on, when things went digital, that I eventually got into digital. Now, at first, I was using a digital camera. This is an old one now, 450D. I think it's about 11 years old. It's not one of the latest and greatest, but still an okay camera to start off with. But that camera only takes photos, because at that time you were still better off, if you were going to do mostly photos, you're better off to get a photo camera, and if you're going to do mostly videos, you'd be better off to get a video camera. There may still be some truth in that, but for most of the stuff that I'm doing, the stuff that most people will do at home, you can get away with a smartphone. I've just got a camcorder. So when I'm looking at you now, I am seeing you. This is what you look like to me. Beautiful, huh? It's just a low end of the market, cheap camcorder, but it works okay for YouTube. And but this is not about gear. So why YouTube? Well, when I got my camcorder a couple of years ago, I think, I was making some videos of me clowning around basically, and I put them on Facebook. And a couple of my friends saw them and said to me, "Hey, we really like these videos, really enjoying them. You should make more of them. I look forward to seeing them coming out." So that's what I did for a while. I put the occasional one on Facebook, and it was only people that were my friends on Facebook could see them, not anybody like on YouTube. And a friend of a friend of a friend, well, you don't need to know how many friends of friends away it was, but somebody had a teenage daughter who was making videos of herself cooking and putting on makeup. And I thought, well, I can do that. Well, not the putting on makeup. I'm not going to do that. No. But I can do cooking, and I've done a couple of cooking videos, as you've seen. And speaking of cooking, Ashley, where the hell is my dinner? So my YouTube channel was born. It took a while to come up with a good name. If you've ever seen my quiche video, you'll understand why a couple of us thought Fired a Bitch Up would be a good name, but we decided not to, for obvious reasons. We didn't think that was going to be a good name, but it was funny to toy with the idea, and I can't explain exactly why, but eventually out of the shortlist we ended up with Pukeko Stew, which is what we know it as currently. So why am I doing this? Well, it's fun to do creative stuff, and making videos is creative. Editing videos is a lot of fun, and I do try to make my videos humorous, which is not easy, and a lot of them are actually a little bit silly to some degree, but I think we all understand that 2020 has been a difficult year for people all around the world, and what keeps me going is that I just hope that somebody somewhere will come across one of my videos when they're having a bad day, and something in it will make them smile, and then they won't be having such a bad day anymore. And that's really all I can ask. So for those of you who do watch, thank you. It is nice to know that there are some people out there enjoying it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy others to come. Mince, cauliflower, these are broccoli and spinach, bit of cabbage. That's about all. Hey, I ordered a cheeseburger.